The literal worst notes you can take look like this. Imagine it's 10 minutes before your exam and you have to revise from this long-ass winded wall of words. How long would it take for you to absorb all the knowledge from this? You have 50 whole pages of that, man. You can have the most comprehensive notes on planet Earth and it won't matter. That's why the most crucial element of having good notes is to have less notes. Most people think good notes would be a booklet with every single part of the subject, every single subtopic covered in it. But remember the 80-20 rule. Roughly 80% of results come from roughly 20% of the work. This can be applied to anything, including studying and note-taking. You want to take down the main key points and memorize those instead of wasting your time on the small and insignificant things. So instead of the aforementioned word wall, we can instead have notes with more images. Our brain remembers images way better than words, and just like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. So much more could be explained in just a simple diagram. Taking notes doesn't mean stop using your brain. Imagine having a conversation with your friend, and instead of listening and processing what they're saying, you just jot down every word. You won't remember any of what they said. It's the exact same thing with note-taking. Take some time to understand what is being said, actually understand it, the concepts, and then take notes as an extension. We so often feel this pressure to start taking notes straight away because we think we'll miss something, but when you do so, it's actually skipping our brain, so it goes straight from the hand to our notes and it skips over our brain and our brain doesn't process it. So we remember nothing. Most people read their notes before an exam 1 time, 2 times, 5 times, 10 times. If I read this more, I'll memorize more. Look, that's just not how it works. We've all been guilty of that, even me, man. Think of your favorite TV episode. Can you remember every single scene in the exact order? No, but you can remember the main plot, what happened in that episode. It's the exact same thing with your notes, man. You don't want to blindly reread them. You want to grasp the main idea, the short summary of what is actually going on in that subtopic. Extra tip that's really important. This is why you need to actually push yourself to understand what's going on. When working out, you don't make progress unless you're progressively overloading. In studying, you don't make progress by reading for 5 minutes. You do so with 1 hour of real, focused study sessions. In weightlifting, you don't live for 20 sets. And you take rest days. In studying, this is the exactly same thing. Another thing I want you to start doing in your notes from today onwards, and stick with me because this is really important, is update your notes with diagrams. The notes you have right now, while they're decent, they could be way better with diagrams. Use flowcharts and mind maps. This goes back to images being more effective than words. Yeah, I know there's stuff like math, so you can't really draw a flowchart about, but for most other subjects, this is what's been stopping you from breaking that barrier. So yeah, update your notes with diagrams and also update your notes over time. This way you refresh the ideas in your brain and also introduce new knowledge that this time your brain can actually take in because it has the foundation of the old stuff already inside your brain. Next, at the end of every subchapter, write down 1 to 3 questions that best summarize the topic. Writing down questions sort of forces your brain to memorize the answers to those questions, which will really help you. You're simulating what will happen in the actual test. How will the exam board make a question for this topic? Now when you want a last-minute study, you have a list of questions that summarize everything completely. And if you're watching this video, you're probably a young teenager, so this video right here will help you so much.